Well, good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was trying to get signed on and logged in, and oh my goodness, it was been crazy. I had some crazy times this week. So welcome. I'm glad that you're joined. I appreciate it. So this day at midnight. Good evening, Mom. Thanks for joining. So tonight at midnight, the catalog goes live. Yay! So I can't show you the inside, but this is what the catalog looks like. So exciting. So Stampin' Up! Has sectioned the catalogs now. So they're going to kind of do cataloging and online a little different, kind of try to mix it up a little bit and how things are going in the industry. So we used to have a thicker catalog. So this is kind of more like a magazine type catalog. So it's going to go from May to August. And then in between all that, they're going to still release online exclusives. And this online exclusive from May online didn't seem to be near as many online exclusives that they released. So they might have been shortened that amount of exclusives as well, but I'm not sure. It just seemed like there wasn't near as many as they've released in the past. So they're going to release online exclusives. I think it's not quarterly, but I'd have to look it up. I should have done that, but I didn't. So they'll still continue to release more online exclusives and just have a catalog every three. So August it'll come out again in September. So it'll go like September to December, September, October, November to December. So they're going to kind of go that route with them. So probably the next one that comes out will have Christmas stuff. Oh my goodness, they'll probably have like fall and Christmas stuff. I can't even believe that. So this one, oh my goodness, got some really fun, exciting things. Now, also what they'll do, what I understand is your basics will stay in the catalog, like your cutting tools and the fun and exciting new stamped pads. So all that will stay in the catalogs. So some of your basic stuff will just stay in the catalog. What will change, of course, are the stamp sets and die sets and that kind of stuff. So, and the paper that'll stay in the catalog as well. So they're going to just kind of change up the. It's easier to keep up with what's happening, I think, if they change the catalog to what's going on. So that's what that is. So this will go live tonight at midnight. Super exciting. Also coming online are the online exclusives, and there are some really fun online exclusives as well. So I kind of grabbed one of the online suites to play with. Well, first of all, let me go back. So they always have a special when they open up a catalog to join Stampin' Up. So if you want to join my team and be a team member with me and my upline, oh my goodness, it's so much fun. My upline does a lot of things that are fun and exciting. I hold card classes, but you don't have to hold any card classes. You don't have to do anything. If you want just the discounts, by all means, you could do that. And that's fun. To join and do that, Stampin' Up! Gives you lots of fun things. For your starter kit, from May 5th, tomorrow, to the 31st, when you join Stampin' Up!, you get the new In Colors Classic Stampin' Pads for free. So that's 5 of them, and you get them for free. And let's see, so that, get those for free. So along with the stamp pads, you receive your starter kit includes free business supplies, free shipping, plus you get all the fun that comes with being a demonstrator. So you don't want the inks, you can choose additional $35 worth of product in your starter kit instead. So what you get is $160 worth of product for only $99. Plus you get the stamp ink pads. So super exciting. So the colors are really, really nice. So I used, oh, and these our new stamp pads. So they're going to kind of transition for the next year and a half to the new stamp pads. So our old ones, just pull one. So we're going to have some of these for a while. So our old ones, this is how you open them. I always press them in the back, but this is how you open them. And sometimes they're hard, and then you have to push them, and then you can stamp on them. And then to close them, like this one happens to be a really hard one to do. Of course, this is, and then you click it to make sure that it's closed, and this one doesn't want to close quite right. And see, that's why that's like that. There we go. That's closed. And these are foam. These are not. So the new ones, they're magnetic. So you open them up and you lay it down, and it's like that. Now you can take them apart and put them separately. But the nice thing is if you just lay it open, then they stay together, and these two pieces are together. Now, we didn't used to have two names, so they've given us on the very back. We've always had the name. We've always had one of these names from the very back. This one you can't see very well, so that we could put on the very front. This one's really bad because you can't see it. My eyes don't see it. So they've always given us names, and these are in different languages. So this one always went on the front of our stamp pad so that we could put them in a holder like so, and then you could see it. Well, now they gave us two so that when this one's open, we can see what color it is. And then see, that just slid right there. That just slid together just like that. So that stays open. Also, then it just closes right up, and then it just falls right into place. Another nice thing about this is if someone doesn't want to put them in a holder and they want to just stack them on their desk, they will stack nicely because they are magnetic. They stack together. So amazing. They're just really cool. So I have not played with them. I'm going to just be honest. I have not been able to play with these. Tonight, I literally just stamped some flowers. I have not even made this card we're going to make. I'm going to make this card together because I did not have time to make it. So we're going to make it together. But I literally just stamped these little things, and it stamped so nice. I was really surprised. These stamped really nice. So I'm really happy with that. So I used Hydrangea Hue. Hard to say. Yes, the new stamp pads, they are really nice. I was really shocked at how nice they were. And then I used Crisp Cantaloupe. And I also used Peaceful Pine. Oh, and then so let me show you. So I used 3 of the 5. And the other, this one I have a feeling I'm going to use too. It's called Golden Glow. They're just beautiful colors. And then our pink one is Barely Blush. And that is like really, really, you can't even see the color because it's such a very light pink. But that is really a nice color. So I used 3 of the 5. So we're going to, and this Peaceful Pine is a beautiful green. We needed another green, but it is beautiful. I thought it was really pretty for the leaves. Beautiful green. So, but that's stuck in there. Get that out. All right. That's if you want to join my group. And again, you don't have to hold anything. You can just get the discounts. It's really nice. You get automatically you get 10% off when you place your own orders. So send me a message and I'll get you signed up. It's really nice. Those are really nice. So what I decided to do was this suite that I picked was amazing. So this suite is $135, and you get for this suite, it's beautiful. You get this really pretty paper. I'm going to use this one sheet of paper, but this paper is beautiful paper. My goodness. It's got a little bit of gold in it. It's got that. It's specialty paper because it has that flecks of that gold in it. You probably can't see it, but when you do it, and then on the other side it has a plain color, so it has all these flowers, and then it has like a different color on the other side. I was going to make one out of this blue, and I decided not to because I just didn't have time to do two of them. But look at this. This one, oh, I almost picked this one too. That is really pretty. And then it's got a blue. There's a blue one, and then on the other side, it has this beautiful green. And then this one, I think that's the cantaloupe one. And then it's got a blue on the other side. And this one, I'm not sure which color that is. And then it's got the pink on. So, I mean, it's just, this paper is really pretty. So I picked this paper, and then I wanted to do a fun fold. So I picked this fun fold. It's called a back fold, and I think I did this in one of my classes, but I did it a little bit different tonight. So we're gonna kind of play with it. And then you get 2 stamp sets and die sets. So the first one you get is Boutique Blossoms, which this is a 2-step, so you can stamp. Sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way. You stamp this one, and then you can stamp this one. Leaves, this one, and this one. I did not. I only stamped this one, and I didn't stamp this one, but you could stamp both of them. And then you get the dies that go with it, and then some extra dies. Like this is an extra die, but these all are dies that go with it. I almost stamped this die because I liked it, but that's really nice. And then you get the Scalloped Blooms. Here's where all the sayings are. I used this happy birthday, but your kindness means so much. Wishing you a day of relaxation, happiness, and love. I love the thank you. Thank you for being there for me. Hugs. Have a good day. Thinking of you. Wishing you a day of relaxation, happiness. Now, you're a blessing to me. So that has a lot of the sayings. And then the dies that go with it are these amazing dies. And I used these dies. All these scallops, all they all are, so they're all on top of each other. So they all so like I took the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the third one, and I put them together. And then these are like, you can cut these out and use them as tags. And then some extra little things. So this is an awesome set together as well. And then you also get these super cute butterflies. And they're the in colors. So they match all the in colors, pardon me, with this paper. So I was like, that would be pretty to put these butterflies on this as well. And you get, oh, I don't have it. You get these scalloped boxes. I didn't bring those. I put those in the other room. So that's a great deal for all that. So we are going to put this card together. I hope this works because I didn't do what I normally do and have one all done. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I used this paper, but I wanted to bring out the blue in the paper. I debated because you could also bring out this, put this background on it too, and look at what it does. It brings out that crisp cantaloupe color, or you could put the pink with it, and that's the pink one, and that also would just pop that out too. So you could use all three of these papers and pop those flowers out, and it would be beautiful. But I decided to do the blue. I thought that'd be really pretty too, and pop that out. So this is 7.5 by 5.5, and we have to score it at, I have to get my notes out because I don't know, at 3.25, and then flip it over and score it at 1 inch. And that's going to give us our little edge here that we're going to use for us to help us. Now I know this like overlaps, and that's okay because I'll show you how it works, but it's made to do that. So I know it looks funky, but you'll see. It took me a minute when she was doing it. Because it's not supposed to. It's supposed to. So I'm gonna have to bend this back. All right, so we have that. And here's where I did that scallop. That's the 4th scallop, and that's the 3rd scallop. And so see how you can stack them on top of each other. Then we need need 3 white pieces. I lost one of those. 3 white pieces, basic white, 3 by 5.25, so that's 3 by 5.25. And then we need 2 of the DSP pieces, and they are 2 7/8 by 5.25. So 2 of them are going to go on the white pieces. So now, after I had cut the white pieces, because that's what my instructions had said, I kind of thought it would be really pretty too to actually do this and put this on and then put this on here. It actually would be really pretty to do this. That would make it, instead of the white, and that would be a very pretty card to do it that way. So that's another option, but I had already cut everything, and my mind was already like in the mode to do that. So, but that would be super pretty to do that. Make that as the background, and then put that on your card base, and that be your actual card. That would be super pretty. So, but we're going to stick with the white because my brain is already, but it'll pop it out. It'll be fine. It's, again, just, So put 2 of these on. My white. And it's just making a tiny border, but still that would be so pretty to have a little bit of a border back there. Okay, and let's put another one on. And this really isn't directional because the flowers are actually going all different ways. But if it were directional, you want to make sure that you cut it so that your stuff is going directional. So you just want to be aware of that. when you're cutting it. Luckily, this one, my flowers are going all different directions. All right, and then our little piece of white is 3/4 by 5 1/4. And our little piece is 5/8 by 5 1/8. And so this is going to go right here. And so I really don't want it. You can have it flowers, but I don't want it to. So I flipped this over and it's going to look like this. So that's going to go on here. So I'm going to make sure that I have this flower side is going to be where I'm going to put the glue, because I've done it the other way, which it wouldn't be terrible, but I do want it to be just a little bit different. Okay, so let's put one of these on the outside. I always like to open up. I have a harder time to try and put this on and fiddle with the edge and fiddle with that. So I find it easier if I open it up, lay it flat, and then glue it. It just makes it easier for me, and I don't have to fiddle with so many things. Okay. Try and get it as even as you can, you know, to have some even edges. It really makes that look blue. That really pops that blue out. The blue's there, but boy, it does pop it back out. All right, and one of these is going to go on this side. The white one will go in the middle, so let's put this on. Right, and I'm not sure if I want to stamp a sentiment on the inside. So let's see if I want to stamp anything on the inside. Let's see, what did it say? Oh, I think I'm going to leave it blank because I just don't know. You know me, when I make these, I'm not sure who I'm giving them to, so I don't know what to say. However, we could stamp this flower at the bottom and make it pretty, so that way you can stamp something. So let's put this piece on. Do we want to stamp the flower in blue, or do we want to stamp it in this probably stick to our blue theme, huh? I don't have, because I did this in blue as well. So this is going to go on the outside. Yeah, I think we'll stick to blue. And we'll stamp the flower in blue. Okay. So I still tap because that's what I've taught. I haven't heard any different. It still looks like it works pretty good if you tap it. It's So that's kind of what I'm doing. So I think I'm just going to put this down here at the bottom. I'm going to put it kind of at an angle, just because I think it's pretty that way. Still give it a good press, and it just comes out so pretty. It really does come out pretty. While I have the blue out and open, I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on my other white. Not upside down though. They are saying that you do have to press just a little bit harder on these, but it does seem to ink it. So try and get kind of in the middle, all over. It was a little high, but that's okay. I thought it was in the middle. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Close that up. That is so nice. Okay, so now glue this in the middle. I think I might like our new stamp pads. Oh, that does look pretty. Yes, blue was a good idea. Thank you. Oops. All right, so I usually try to get them all lined up. Not too bad. I try to line them all up, and I was not paying attention to that one, and then I'm not even. My goodness, usually get this one a little more even. Yeah, it's stuck. I didn't move it fast enough, but okay. Oh, let's put this on here. I cut one of these out and lost it, so I had to cut another one. Oh my goodness. I'm only cutting for one card, and then I was having quite the day today. I don't know what. I cut these original strips too small. I'm like, what is going? Those are too small. I'm like, oh my goodness. Seriously? So see, now you can just do that. Yeah. All right, so that'll dry. So now I'm gonna glue this on because we're actually going to pop this up, and then I'm gonna put all the other stuff on it. So I'm just gonna glue it on here. Right. Probably regretting that, but okay. We are going to put this on this outside only. So, but I'm going to get out all my pieces. So, what I thought we would do is maybe put 1 and 1. But I'm thinking, because see, it does match, but see, this has to be, it's going to have to be down here. That's not going to work right either. So, see, yeah. Should have been over this way. Let's do this. Can't go over the edge. So see, I can't go over that edge either. So we'll put that there. I need to go right here. Right. Well, my thought was I wanted them to go together, but that's not going to work. So there we go. That's what I needed to get some of my sticky stuff that someone suggested. It's like, right, now we can put our leaves in here. Again, we can't really have them like go out to the side because, but we can make this like turn a little bit. Okay. There we go. But that's not going to work because that all has to sit on my little thing. This is going to open up onto there. So, no. Okay. All right. And we're doing one. That's how I had it, was one. Oops. See, this is what's going to happen is this is going to, this sits on here. Let me show you. And then it opens up. That's what happens. Is everything is going to have to sit on here and open. That's how you open the card. This folds back. And then it's that open. So everything's going to have to sit on here for us to open it. So that needed to go down there. I did not do that very well. So, all right. I did not get on there very well. All right. So we're just doing one. I'm going to just make it one. We're going to just make it like in the corner because yeah. All right. That's how it's going to be. Just one. And then we'll put some butterflies on it. All right. That's how it's going to be. Okay. So we are going to put some dimensionals on some of this. Put dimensionals on the flower. And we're going to tuck the leaves in. Let's see here. All right, let's put some dimensionals. All righty. That was silly. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So watch what you're doing, or this is what happens. You have to put the dimensionals down here, not on your... All right. There. You can't put it on there, up high, because that's what happens. Silly me. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now... All right, so now let's put some glue first. This is how you build stuff, huh? Okay. Oh, it can't be off, because otherwise it won't get in the envelope. Serious. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get this one on. All right, let's put... that one on. All right, so now I think what I'm going to do, because I'm going to start building this, it's going to come off of there. So, yep, okay. What happened? All right, so we only want the dimensionals to be... What happened? That thing is right there. Oh my goodness. You only want the dimensionals on this side. So what I watched her do, I need that right there. So I watched her put the dimensionals here and not on here. So I'm going to do that. Dimensional right there. And dimensional right there. All right, let's see if this worked, guys. Okay. Lonely leaf when we open it. Okay. So I have glue there, so that's... I'll have to unglue that. Okay, so that's not too bad. I got it to work. The trials of, yes, the trials of designing life, huh? But see, I did get it to work, didn't I? Oh my goodness. All right, so once that glue dries, I can have this little thing that will take the glue off so that it won't stick on there. So, because I have glue on the back, I glued it up too far. But all right, good. That's enough for right this second. So I can save those and do another card with that color because I think that would be so cute. Let's put some of these little... These are so cute. I ended up with 2 packs of these. I need another pack of the other in color ones, but these are so cute. So let's put some of these little guys on here. This is so cute. my goodness, really? Yeah, I'm just having, just stuck to the, oh my goodness, really? Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness, they are so cute. They are so cute. I'm trying not to let that stick. I need that glue to dry. Oh my gosh. So then you open it like so. That is a cute card, and that one just like only just like all by itself. That really did turn out pretty cute though. All right, I gotta leave that open so that it dries, and then I can fix it. Take that glue off of there. Not bad. I was just doing it on the fly, and I don't usually do cards on the fly. They did dress it up, didn't they? They are so stinking cute. I was glad. I was like, oh, I don't know. Do I want the butterflies? But I do want the butterflies because that really made it cute. I'll let that dry and prop that up and then let that dry so then I can fix that. All right. We'll cut the envelope. This paper is so really, really pretty. And I'm glad I picked it to do a card with it. And then I can pick another. I think using this crisp cantaloupe will be pretty with it too. So making and the card base, this crisp cantaloupe, look how that would change it. You know what else you could do? There's this green leaves. You could use the peaceful pine as the base too. Oh my goodness, there's so many options with this paper. It's so pretty. I'm just like, I really like this paper. I'm gonna have to order me some more. It went live. It'll go live tonight. So exciting. Well, thank you for joining me and in my trials here as we put stuff together, and it works. It just, you know, what's part of designing. That's why you design it. You put it together and figure out how it works, and then it makes a card, and it actually does turn out. But this is a very fun fold, and I know that I did this in my card class, and we did have some struggles with it. So this was an easier way to do this. Somehow, I think when I had the directions before, it was a lot harder, and this way was way simpler. So I'm really glad I found this way, and it was much easier. So I don't know if they just made the directions a lot simpler on this one. But anyways, I'm glad you joined me. Thank you. If you are interested in joining my team, please feel free to shoot me a text, send me an email. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to sign you up and join my team and come aboard and get some freebies and get some discounts and have a good time. Anyways, I'll see you next week. Come to you live usually on Mondays from 7 o'clock. Hopefully shoot for an hour, but usually 30 to 40 minutes. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.